Great. Welcome everyone again. There's some faces that are familiar. Well, I can't see your face, but names that are familiar over the last few weeks of webinars. So welcome back to our new participants today. Welcome to FIBA Oceania's technical official webinar. This is the first one of two that Trish will be presenting, and it will be on basic statistics definitions. So this presentation will be available to everybody at the end. We are recording it, so you'll receive the PowerPoint as well as the recording. My name's Annie Lafleur, and I'm the Development Manager for FIBA. If you can do me a favour, when you do jump online, if you can mute your microphone and turn your videos off, that will just help with the strength of the internet, because we are all over the region, yeah, so there are a few of us from different countries. Questions, if you have questions, if you can please send it through the chat, which is at the bottom of your screen. So send those through. If something comes up throughout Trish's presentation, put it in there so you don't forget it at the end. And then we'll be able to go through it together. So Trish Nichols is a great friend to FIBA Oceania. She has been our stats educator throughout, well, for a number of our Oceania events in Guam, in Fiji, New Caledonia, Samoa, and Papua New Guinea. So she'll go in there and run a training session before our events, and then we'll be there with us throughout the actual championship. She has over 20 years experience as a statistician. I'm just going to read through it, Trish. So has been a stats trainer in Australia for over 15 years and been a FIBA trainer in stats since its implementation. FIBA accredited statistician, FIBA stats trainer, New South Wales stats coordinator, participated in the 2000 Olympics and Paralympics, so you may have actually done one of my games. And the 2018 Gold Coast Commonwealth Games also was a part of that as well. So without further ado, Trish, I'll hand you over to our participants here today. So thank you for your time.
Thanks, Annie. Thanks so much for the introduction, and welcome everybody and thanks for jumping on our little webinar this morning. Today we're just going to cover off some basic statistical interpretations. So let's get started. What we're going to do today is talk about those basic definitions and give you a bit of an idea of how they roll together when we're actually calling the action when we're sitting courtside. We're not doing games courtside at the moment, but when we get back to it, this will be a great tool for you to be able to use. So we're going to give you a basic understanding of the calling protocol and a basic idea of how to enter that data into the computer. The program that FIBA uses at the moment is a program called FIBA Live Stats. It's really user-friendly. It provides a great number of reports for the coaches courtside, as well as the event itself. The download is free, which is great. And at the bottom of this PowerPoint presentation, I've put the link so that you can go and download it onto your computers and then start to have a play on it. I think Annie's also going to send you the link. Okay. There are several positions on a stats bench, but today we're only going to talk about two. We're going to talk about the caller and we're going to talk about the computer operator. So the caller is responsible for calling all of the action that happens on the court. So there's only one person talking and they're telling the computer operator everything that has to be recorded. The computer operator is the person sitting next to them, and they're just responsible for entering that data as the caller calls it out to them. So in our presentation today, we're going to give you some basic outlines of the words that you need to say so that the operator can get the information in. This is what the home screen looks like for FIBA Live Stats. So if I just move my mouse around, obviously we have a game clock here, which when you're starting out, you won't be able to keep in line with the public clock up on the wall. It's a practice thing. We'll go into that in a bit more detail. We have our two teams listed here and here, and all the data for the teams will be entered on this side, and over here for Guam, we will enter the Guam information on this side. These are the 5 people that are on the court at the moment, and then we can sub them and swap them, and our substitution players are sitting over here. More about that later on, but right now that's the home screen that we're going to work our way through here. These big boxes here are the ones that we need to know how to use. So without further ado, let's start with what the game of basketball is all about, and that is scoring baskets. So we have a definition of a shot, and that is a forward and upward motion with the ball in an attempt to score a basket. I think we've all been around basketball enough to know what a shot looks like. Now that shot, you could throw it over the back of your head. You can do a classic shot. It can be a wing and a prayer shot from behind the halfway line and throw it towards the basket. Anything that you think looks like a shot, it probably is a shot. So what the caller will say in a situation where we have a shot happening is it's only got 2 options. It can be made or missed. So our caller is going to say shot, missed, 7. That's the only information they're going to tell you. They're not even going to tell you which team it is, because you'll be having a look yourself and you'll know which team is actually in control of the ball. If the shot goes in, then the wording is changed to shot made 7. The only addition to this piece of information would be is if the person was standing outside the 3-point line. And if that was the case, we would say 3-point shot, missed 7. So let's have a look at what that looks like for the computer operator. So we go to our screen. To make the shot, we have to click on the court. So this person here was standing here inside our 3-point line, and we've got a shot. So we click on the court, then we hit missed over here, and our caller told us it was number 7. So then we're going to click on number 7. So it's a 3-point process. Click on the court where they're standing. Doesn't have to be exact. We're just starting out. When you get better, you will get much more experience, and you'll get faster at looking up and seeing where they're standing. At this point in time, when you're starting out, if your caller says shot, anywhere in 2-point land is a good place to start. With more experience, you will get better at locating exactly where they are. So shot, missed, 7. That's as simple as that. She says. This is just a quick video, if we can get it to play, and it's just a straight shot. Shot made 12. That's what we would say in that situation. Okay. After shots, if they don't go in, the very next thing that happens is that there has to be a rebound. So we need some definition around what a rebound is. And the rebound is a controlled recovery of the ball by a player. There are 3 types of rebounds: an offensive rebound, a defensive rebound, and a team rebound. So just to give some clarification around that, an offensive rebound is given to the team that is shooting at the basket. So if I take the shot and I get my own rebound, that's an offensive rebound. If I take the shot and the defensive team gets the ball and starts to run down the other end, we call that a defensive rebound. The 3rd type is a team rebound. Now, if you've ever had the luck of playing basketball with me, I'm a terrible, terrible shooter. And my ball would probably not even hit the ring or the backboard and go sailing out over the baseline. So in that situation, the referee will blow their whistle, stop the game, and indicate which way they're going to hand the ball in. And that we will give to a team rebound. So offensive rebound to the team in control of the ball, defensive if it's going to go the opposite way, and a team rebound if the referee is going to inbound the ball from out of bounds. Our example here, we'll stay with our shot missed 7 from the previous slide. Our example will be shot missed 7, defensive 13, or shot missed 7, and if my team is going to keep the ball, offensive 5. Or if my shot went out of bounds, shot missed 7, team rebound, Guam. And we say the name of the country, and if it's a country, then we will click here. So after our missed shot on our screen, our computer operator will see this one, select a player for rebound. So we said before, shot missed 7, so we've done our shot missed 7. This screen will jump up, and defensive 13. All you need to do is click on 13. Little video here. This video is showing a rebound. Now, my definition said to you earlier that it needs to be a controlled recovery. So here's an example of where we're going to give a rebound. As you could see there was a first hand on the ball, but she didn't control the ball, and it flicked out to another player who did get control of the ball. You can have a look at that video again when you get the recording from Amanda. It has to be controlled, so she has to have control of the ball, not just bash the ball away. She has to have control. Oh, so you can have another look here. No control there, but control there. Okay, so that's rebounds. Let's move on to assists. Assists can, oh, my screen just flickered too. Sorry, guys. Assists can only be given on a made basket. It must be the pass directly before the basket is scored. It must lead directly to the score happening, and it must be an immediate reaction, which means that if someone passes me the ball, I have to turn and look to shoot straight away. Or I can take the ball, turn and drive to the basket, but I have to do it immediately. If I receive the ball and I look around and think, can I pass it over there? Should I dribble? Oh, should I shoot? That's not an assist situation. It has to be an immediate reaction that when the person is receiving the ball, they already know that they're going to go and shoot the ball. Now, there's one other thing about assists. If the player receiving the ball is in the paint, the keyway, or the restricted zone, if you want to use the correct terminology, if they're standing in the keyway when they receive the ball, they shoot the ball and score, it's an automatic assist. So it doesn't matter if they put the ball on the floor and dribble around a player and then shoot and score, they will still, the person that passed them the ball will still get an assist, as long as the player is in the keyway when they receive the ball. So our calling example will be shot made 7, assist 32. If I get fouled while I'm taking that shot and the referee calls a foul and says you're going to the line for 2 free throws, if one of those free throws is made, the person that passed me the ball can have an assist. I'm sorry, guys, I don't know why my hand is jumping like that. I can see it too. I'll try and stop it. So only one of the free throws needs to be successful for the assist to be given. So as soon as we hit our shot here, shot made 7, this screen will come up and it will say select a player for an assist. All you have to do is click on 32. My example was shot made 7, assist 32. Sorry about that screen jumping, guys. If there's no assist, this big button here in the middle, you can just click on it and it will go away. Let's have a look at a quick video of an assist. The pass there, straight into the shot, that's an assist. Lots of different types of examples, but I was just trying to give you one quick shot of an example. Okay, blocked shots. For anybody that's done stats before will know that this is the hardest of the stats to capture because it happens so fast. I know that some of you are on the video chat that have done some stats with me before, and I think you'll agree that it is probably the hardest one to capture. A block shot is awarded to a player when they deflect the ball and change the flight of the ball so that the ball will not go in the ring. Okay, it's a clear ejection or deflection. And we will also say that the ball does not necessarily have to have left the shooter's hand for a block to be counted. So I could be in the act of shooting and just about to release the ball like this, and someone comes and puts their hand on the ball. We would consider that as long as that is above shoulder height and it looks like I'm about to release the ball and someone comes and stops that ball, that we would give them a block for that as well. Alternatively, the shot's away and they swipe the ball away. After every block, we must have a rebound. When we were talking about rebounds, we said when there was a missed shot, we had to have a rebound. This is still considered a shot, even though that it's been blocked. So we would say as a caller, shot missed 7, block 4, defensive 13. And that screen jumping is really not good. Sorry, guys. Okay, so on our screen, we've gone shot missed 7. It comes up with a block button here. We'll select the block by 4 and then select the rebound by 13. Now we don't have to click on this one down the bottom here. It's automatic. It's just asking you to click a number. We've got a little video here. It's going to happen on the live post. Okay, fouls and fouls received. Whoa. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to make it stop, but it won't.
It's not that bad, Trish.
Oh, that's good because it's bad this end.
Yeah, mine's going bad as well.
Fouls and fouls received. This is a great opportunity for us to get it perfect because the referee helps us most of the time. A foul is a decision that's made by the referee. He's going to put his fist together, put it up in the air, call a foul. He's going to walk over or run over to the score table people and tell them that the foul is on 10 and it's a push and it's 2 shots, or what type of foul it is and whether it's going to be a side ball. So it's great. We don't have to do it. The referee is giving us all this information. So our calling protocol would be say the word foul. This gives the computer operator the time to shut the clock down, tell us which team is getting the foul, the number of the person, the type of foul, and then the only thing the referee doesn't tell us is who had the ball when the foul occurred. So for our calling example, we're going to go foul, PNG 13, personal, received by 10. So 10 would have been the person in control of the ball. Our other calling example is if the referee decided to give them 2 free throws, we would have a foul on PNG 13. It's a shooting foul. It's received by 10 and 10's going to the line for 2 free throws. Seems like a lot to say, but it happens quite quickly. Oh, busy screens here. Let's have a look. Okay. So this screen here, we click on the court where the foul happened, the same as when we do a shot. It's not essential when you're starting out. Just click anywhere on the court just to get it happening. Select the foul on PNG and then 13. When we hit 13, we get another screen pop up and it asks us what type of foul it is. The referee is going to be telling us that. Is it a shooting foul? Is it a technical foul? Is it a personal foul? In this case, we're saying it's a personal foul. And then who got the foul? That was 10. So we're just going to select 10. Ah, help. Go away. All right. Help me, Annie. How do I get out of that? Oh, here we go. I did it. All right. Let's have a look. So here's our referee. He's on the baseline. He blew his whistle. Poor Mr. Angola 9 pushed the player in the back and he went to the 2 free throw shots. Again, you can have a look at that at your leisure when you get the video. When he's going to the line for 2 free throws, here we are. Our screen pops up and it will look like this. And our caller will say only 2 words, made or missed on the first one, or made or missed on the second one. It's nice and easy for the operator. Turnovers. Turnovers are a mistake by the team with the ball, and there's lots and lots of them. Some of them the referees will help us out with, and some of them we have to figure out for ourselves. So the ones that the referees are going to help us out with will be a travel, because they'll stop the game and they'll give us a travel signal. Or out of bounds, they'll stop the game and say out of bounds. That's Trish giving a really bad pass to somebody and it's missed and it's gone out of bounds. A double dribble, a backcourt violation if they return to the backcourt, a 3-second violation if they're in the keyway for 3 seconds, and a 5-second turnover. So they're all the ones the referee will help us out with. There's some that they won't help us out with, which could be a bad pass. So if I passed the ball and it was intercepted by the other team and the ball stayed alive, the referee's not going to stop the game. So we would have to give a turnover bad pass 7. Ball handling, if I bounced the ball off my foot and it dribbled away, well, that would be a ball handling error on my part. There's a couple of options where it becomes a team turnover. A team turnover is 8 seconds in the backcourt, because it is deemed that the entire team is responsible for looking after the ball and getting the ball into the front court. And a 24-second shot clock violation is also a team turnover, because the entire team is responsible for scoring baskets. So the entire team have 24 seconds to shoot the ball. And if they don't get that shot away and the referee calls a 24-second shot clock violation, then we will give that to the team in control of the ball. Okay. It's a 2-step process here. So again, we click on the court, we select turnover, and then we select the player number 7. Once that's occurred, another screen will jump up and it's going to ask us what kind. Was it a bad pass? Was it out of bounds? Was it 3 seconds? The person calling the game will tell you what it is, and you can just select which of those, and then the screen will go back to the home screen. I can never get out of that when I do that, when I blow it up for you guys. Sorry. Come on. Shrink. Here we go. Got it now. Okay. Here's a lovely example of a turnover. where the referee is... Wait till that stops. This is one where the referee is not going to help you because it was a bad pass and it was intercepted by the other team. So your caller is going to have to call it all by themselves without any assistance from the referees. Steals. Steals are awarded only when the ball is live. So in the situation where the ball goes out of bounds and the referee blows his whistle, we wouldn't give a steal in that situation. You can get a steal like that situation that we just looked at where the pass was bad and then the opposition team intercepted the ball and then ran down the other end and scored a basket. Or you can also get a steal if, for example, I take my example of dribbling the ball and it dribbles off my foot and rolls away. If the other team picks up the ball at that stage, you can have a steal for that. So the ball must stay alive and the other team must come up with the ball. Our calling example down the bottom there is turnover 7, ball handling, steal 32, or turnover 7, bad pass, steal 32. After we've put the turnover in, the screen automatically will jump to this screen. You don't have to push any buttons, it just goes there and it's asking you for a player for a steal. So we said on our example, turnover 7, bad pass. So we've entered that data and now here's our steal. All we have to do is select the number 32. If it's a dead ball, we just hit no steal and that will bring us back to the home screen. And there's a perfect example of just passing it to the wrong team. Guys, as I mentioned to you earlier, the program is free to download. We can go to this link here and download the program. If you need any help with that, just shoot me an email. My email address is down the bottom here. I can help talk you through that. There's a couple of steps along the way, but it's pretty easy. If you try to download it and it doesn't work, go back to the home page for FIBA Organizer and select the other big black box. There's 2 big black boxes. One says 32, one says 64. That is asking you what type of computer you have. If you're anything like me, I'm not computer literate enough to know which size is my computer. So I try one. If it doesn't download, go back to the big black box and go to the 64 and try that and it will download. The other thing that I've put here for you is what we've covered off today is a really short version of the interpretations in the stats manual. The full FIBA stats manual can be downloaded by clicking on this link here. The full stats manual is 22 pages long. So I have given you a very brief overview of all of the interpretations. There's a lot of exclusions and a lot of inclusions that build out from that. But just to get you guys started, we just tried to hit the basics for you. But please download that link and have a read of all of the other information that is involved in that document. Anything else? You can feel free to give me an email anytime and I'll answer you.
Thanks, Trish. I do have a question from Taki from New Zealand. Taki, do you want to just unmute yourself and ask Trish the question? I'm just a little bit unsure what you're asking.
No, it's okay. She answered it.
Oh, she did? All right, perfect.
When she said that, to say steal 32, I was just like, hang on, there's a step wrong there. If there's a bad pass and a ball handling, do we need to put the person receiving the ball from that? That's all. Yeah. So now you answered it in the next step with the steal.
Yes.
So that's awesome.
Perfect.
Okay, no problem.
Does anyone else have any questions that they'd like to unmute themselves and ask?
Sorry, Annie, I have got
Yep.
one more for
Sure.
Trish. And the
Yep.
first screen, I always have this problem. When you have team A and B, and they should be sitting on your left and your right, your screen needs to be set as to where they're scoring. Is that correct? So you should be looking at, say you had Papua on your left and Guam on your right. Usually what happens for the first quarter is Papua will shoot on your left, so your screen should match where the players are scoring the goals, not where they're sitting on the
That's
bench.
correct. You should have your screen
Yay!
set up so that Papua is, oh, sorry, I've got a touch screen, sorry. Papua is running to your left and scoring to your left.
Cool, because we always have this problem, and sometimes the refs get it wrong when they start the first quarter, that we have to switch screens. Is that correct? Switch our
Yes,
screen.
you can switch. You can go up to your file, which I can't show you on this because this
Yep.
is just a screenshot, and swap it. Now, the FIBA rules say, you know, Team A goes this way and Team B goes
Yes.
that way. But there is also something in the rule book that says that if the teams agree, they can swap.
Right, that's correct, yes.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it's just a simple case of going up to the file and switching the sides. It's a one-click process.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't take any real notice of which way the teams are going to run until they're actually standing out on the court.
Yeah, and as long as my screen's matching that, then we're all good to rock and roll. Cool.
That's it. And even
Excellent.
if you
Thank
don't have time to do that before the jump ball, leave it the way it is. Do the jump ball and then go in and switch sides.
Switch sides. Awesome. Yeah. Cool. Thank you, Trish. Much appreciated.
Thanks, Taki. I've got Nick from Papua New Guinea. Nick, do you want to just unmute yourself and ask the question of Trish?
Thanks, Annie. Trish, the FIBA organizer, is it also applicable to 3x3?
I can answer that, Nick. No, it's not. So FIBA Organizer is a 5-on-5 platform.
Okay.
Event Maker is the 3x3 platform.
Thank you.
Do we have anyone else? Trish, you've got another webinar next Wednesday. Is there anything you want to just add for our participants today that will kind of help? I know that they're going to be going off and running training sessions for their members. Is there anything you'd like to add?
Okay, so next Wednesday, we're going to actually go through the process of how to load a game on the FIBA platform. So my screen will be stepping you through all the steps. If you want to download the FIBA live stats onto your computer beforehand, that would be great. But you won't be able to practice while you're obviously on the webinar. But Annie will send you the step-by-steps that I will go through with you so that you can actually load a game and go practice courtside. And I hope that might help you because sometimes when I've I've got a spelling mistake there. I just spotted
No, that's okay. I can take care of that. I did notice that, Trish, but I didn't want to say anything. It's all good.
When we do go over and visit the countries, it's getting that screen set up so that they can actually start to do a game. You need to make sure that you allow yourself enough time before, if you're going to go down to the courts and practice and do a game, you need to probably be there about an hour before so that you can type in the names and the numbers of the people so that you're ready to go. And you probably need 2 people, one to do the computer and one to call.
Yeah, look, I've seen you at work, Trish, and I don't envy you with stats. Like, this is all new to me as well. But you know, I know, you know, the information that you've shared today will get them started. And then it's all about just practice, you know, from what I've seen, you're working with the federations. It's just getting out there and doing games. So thank you for your time today. Let me just make sure I've got okay, Tucky has just asked, does that include creating match keys? So next week's session, will that include?
No, match keys comes from FIBA organizer. And that is usually done by the tournament event people. If it's a tournament being run by FIBA, it will be, those match keys will be made by, created by a FIBA. Amanda normally does it.
Technical official, yeah.
Yeah. If it's an NBL competition, then the NBL will create those match keys. And other tournaments that we have here within Australia, it's a back of house operation, what we call a back of house, and we're front of house. So I won't be going through how to load match keys, but look, if it's something that you would like to look at further down the track, we can certainly maybe do one.
Maybe, so Taki, I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, I apologise.
It's all good.
Yeah, we'll touch base with you about that separately, because I think that's a little bit further than what we're doing right now. So yeah, we'll get in contact with you about that and who you need to talk to about creating those match keys. Perfect. All right. Thank you, Trish. Thanks everyone for participating today. I'll be sending you through this presentation shortly. And Trish has provided her email address. So if you have any questions, don't send them to me because I have no idea. Go to Trish, but copy me in, and then, yeah, we can make sure we follow up with you. Take care, stay safe, and we will see you all online next Wednesday. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.